Have you ever noticed that nobody seems to know what they're doing anymore? And I don't mean when we're kids, I mean now. Like, we're surrounded by more opportunities than any generation before us. You can start a business from your bedroom, learn almost any skill for free, work remotely, travel the world, build an audience, create a career that didn't even exist 10 years ago. So why does it feel like so many people are completely lost? Because nobody talks about the downside of having unlimited choices. A few decades ago, life was simpler. Not easier, just simpler. Most people followed a path that was already laid out for them. School, job, family, retirement. Whether that path was good or bad is a different conversation, but at least it was clear. Today, there are thousands of paths, and every single one of them looks like the right one. Open your phone and you'll see someone making millions online. 5 minutes later, you'll find someone telling you to quit everything and travel the world. Then someone else says, college is a scam. Another says, college is essential. One person says, follow your passion. Another says, passion doesn't matter. And after hearing thousands of opinions every day, something strange happens. You stop moving. Not because you're lazy, but because you're terrified of choosing the wrong direction. And the worst part is, every time you see someone your age succeeding, it feels like you're falling behind. You see a 19-year-old entrepreneur, a 22-year-old millionaire, a creator with millions of followers, and suddenly your own progress feels invisible. But what we forget is that we're comparing our entire life to somebody else's highlight reel. We see where they are. We never see how many wrong turns they took to get there, and that's what nobody tells you. Most people who seem like they have everything figured out don't. They're just moving, they're making mistakes, changing directions, trying things, failing at things, learning as they go. The difference isn't that they found the perfect path, the difference is that they picked one, because clarity doesn't come before action, it comes from action. Nobody wakes up one morning and suddenly knows exactly what they're supposed to do for the rest of their life. You figure it out by doing, by taking the job, starting the project, learning the skill, having the conversation, making the mistake. And maybe that's why so many people feel lost today. Not because there are no opportunities, but because there are too many opinions, too many directions, too many people telling you how your life should look. So here's something worth remembering. You don't need to have your entire future figured out. Most people never do. You don't need the perfect plan. You don't need certainty. You just need a direction. Because standing still and trying to find the perfect path is what keeps people stuck for years. Pick something, move, learn, adjust, and keep going. Because the people who eventually find their way usually aren't the ones who had all the answers. They're the ones who started walking before they did. Maybe we're not lost because we don't know where to go. Maybe we're lost because we're waiting for certainty before we take the first step.